So get a paper out so you can write that definitions down, because you will need them. So get a piece of paper from the back of the room. So I've written these definitions down on the board. Figurative language is when you use words or phrases that do not have its normal, everyday, literal meaning. So what's literal?
The realness of the definition. Literal means realness.
The realness.
Yes, the realness.
Okay. Something that's concrete. Okay. So can we get some examples of figurative language?
Like when you say I'm gonna die of hunger.
Hmm. Are you literally going to die of hunger?
No.
Okay. Or you can say, I'm dying of hunger. Does that mean that you're dying right now because you're so hungry?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes?
for me it does.
You haven't died yet.
Well, I've been eating, so I'm not dead.
Okay, but you do eat before you die. Okay. So what's another example of a figurative language phrase or word? Ryan? Can you give me an example of figurative language?
I can't think of one right now.
Okay.
Oh, it's raining cats and dogs.
It's raining cats and dogs. Is it literal? Is there literally cats and dogs coming out of the sky?
No.
Well, so what does that mean when you say it's raining cats and dogs?
It's raining hard.
It's raining hard. Yes.
When pigs fly.
I'm sorry.
When pigs fly.
Okay, when pigs fly. Are you going to be seeing pigs flying through the air? Okay. So you have a pretty good idea of what figurative language is. So we're going to be talking about similes and metaphors. So simile, I know you've heard this before, but a simile is a comparison using words like or as. Those are the key words in your sentences that are going to identify whether it's a simile or a metaphor. So, did you write this down already? So the sentence that I'm going to give you, tell me if it's a simile or a metaphor. But we haven't discussed metaphors yet. So tell me if it's a simile. My dog is as smelly as dirty socks. I'm sorry?
Simile.
Simile. Okay. And what are the two operative words to identify a simile? Like or as. So now we move on to metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech for rhetorical effect, directly refers to one thing by mentioning another. It may provide clarity or identify hidden similarities between two ideas. And the operative word in metaphor is is. So if you see a sentence that is being asked if it's a simile or a metaphor, how are you going to identify the metaphor?
The word is.
By the word is. And the simile?
Like
or as.
Like or as. And there's other phrases that are used that are figurative language, like, have you ever heard of don't throw the baby out with the bathwater?
No.
Nobody's heard of that.
No.
Well, this is an old saying. It goes way back in the time of when we had miners in the mines, when they were excavating for gold or whatever other metal. Water was scarce. They didn't have any running water where they were. So they had to do with what was available from the environment. So and if there was a family, then they had like a tub, a metal tub, and they filled that with water, warm water for the head of the household to take the first bath when it was time for bath, which was only like maybe once a week or maybe once a month. I don't know.